Hey guys, welcome in, and this is a little something from just the other day on the stream. Just for anybody who missed it, anybody who wants to go over some of my thoughts from this. This was absolutely crazy. So, just to give a little bit of context, is I had just started my 3-hour booster, going for just quick grinds. I'm trying to get as much points as I could, and I'm just gonna YOLO quickly, and if I use all my YOLO chances, I'll just let my opponent win. So here we start on up with Celebi, and then we go for the throwing up and swaps. So I then go up. I should have swapped with Abra then, just to force the defense on goal. I realized it straight after it, and I'm like, oh man. So I block it off anyway, and because he's used gold block, I can potentially go up and cover with Mega Gengar if he long throws. So I actually go for the swap here. If I get 110 on his 100, that'll be okay, but I don't. And I'm like, whoops, my mistake. I should have stayed with like the blue or purple chance. And now I'm just like, you know what? Just continue with the YOLOs. Go for that 40. Just going for that Hydro Kick. And just looking. And I don't get it. I'm like, well, there's no point. I could have stayed there and made him burn his next gold long throw. But I was like, there's no point losing my Keldeo for that if I can bring it back and then get it again. Is what I was thinking. So what we are gonna look to do is just continually pressure my opponent. And here I'm like, you know what? Now it's time. I'm gonna go for that Abra. He pulls back his Absol. And I'm like, I'm just gonna go for attack. Looking for 140 on my 40, and I was like, boom, got it straight away. I was like, oh, okay. Now this is good. This is good for business. And then he attacks me here. I'm like, ooh, and get the backdraft. I'm like, okay, that's good. He's used his long throw on Absol, so I'm like, hey, we can go for Mega Gengar, pin him down, and hopefully be able to make him spread out. So he goes with Mega Lucario. I'm just like, come on, damage on damage, or purple on purple, or someone's blue. Get the purple on purple. I was like, okay, perfect. And then I was like, I'm just gonna go try and sneak on up with this Celebi. And I was like, okay, that didn't quite work as well as I needed. So what we are wanting to do after this, I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna keep on throwing things out. And he goes for the max revive. I'm like, okay, I can respect that. And I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna go for attack. Hopefully he double spins is what I was thinking. I was like, backtrack, I'll actually take that. I wasn't expecting it, but I was like, I'll actually take that. And then he goes for the Z move, and I'm like, do I want to swap? And I was like, I do. I want to keep the Abra. I want to get Abra up in there. So I'll just let him go for the Zoro. And I was like, just in case I should roll Sucker Punch. And I do, and I was like, he's still got his ability that turns me to what? I was like, that would have been so clutch if I had rolled that and he had already had an attack. But here I'm like, this is where it gets crazy. I go for the Z move, and yes. Okay, I'll help you get one very soon. Let's finish this, alright? Alright, let us just take this back, that last turn. So let's go back that turn. And I'm just gonna tell you guys, when it got to this point, I was just like, you know what, this game is taking too long in the chat. And I was like, I need to be doing like rush YOLOs or just getting my opponent win. So I was like, I'm just gonna go for something crazy right here. I'm gonna Z move and Abra on an Absol, looking for my opponent's blue that got turned into a miss. Because he's got a little bit of a chance to roll it, whether he hits the actual first roll or if he respins into the blue. He's got a sizable, like one quarter, just over a quarter chance, something like that, to roll it. And I was like, you know what? If I lose, then he can just take gold and he can win. If I win, then I want to make some super crazy plays and make some crazy stuff happen. So, what happens? You guys saw just already. But I'm like, you know what? Let's go for it. And I called this out in my chat. I just told them what's going to happen. I was like, you know what? I'm going to do this. And boom. Hits the miss. And I was like, in the stream. If you want to see this live, go back to the stream. Check it out there. It was pretty cool. But he then jumps over. I'm like, all right, now it is time. I need to hit my blue, and I don't get it. And I'm like, oh, jump back to the corner. And then here, I made a big mistake. I jumped up on the thing because I was just trying to play quickly, and he surrounded me. And I was like, the reason why I did that is like, I just need to shut him down. If he surrounds me, I'll get another shot. And if he doesn't, then I can potentially go up and surround his guard. But he surrounded me, gave me another shot. What I should have done, what my chat was saying, was like, oh, just go for that Celebi. Go for the Celebi and have another shot at your last thing. And I was like, oh, you're completely right. And then he surrounded me on goal and was like, well, you know what, guys? I want to do it now. So now I want to have 2 shots at this. So I go into the Abra and I'm like, you know what? Let's make this happen. Teleport. And I'm like, alright, well, YOLO life. And I'm like, time to go for it again. Banish the Celebi and I hit it. And I was like, guys, wow, this is why YOLO Rush is absolutely horrible. And I was like, I feel bad for my friend. Yes, he exposed himself and he surrounded me when he shouldn't have. And if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't have had that opening. But I was just like, wow. This is why YOLO Rush is so bad. It feels so bad for my opponent. I was like, I hate when that kind of stuff happens to me. Just the lead up to it. The Abra Z moving the Absol to get myself into a position to even try that. That was nuts. And then that happened and I was like, wow. Alright. I'm going to show you guys one last one. From the stream as well, and this is just all why I think it must be this one. This is just all why Rush and YOLOs are terrible, absolutely terrible. And this is why X Chris has asked me not to do any play any videos doing this, and I am in the deck building phase and I will be doing them. But here I was like, you know what, same day, same time, I was like, just rush YOLO. And I'm just gonna say this is partly my opponent's fault this game. So here I'm like, alright, I want to get Gengar up. I'm gonna go Mega Gengar. I'm gonna go rush him, lock him down. He can't move Poipole, so if anyone didn't know that before, you can learn that now. Just if you're next to this, just like if you're next to Absol, you can't use Poipole's ability to move. So he goes for the attack. I'm like, oh, I'll actually leave it there. Hits the Ultra Portation. He's like, yes, I got it. So he must think he can move. And it's like, no. So he doesn't get it. And then I'm like, alright, I'm just going to go throw my Keldeo up there. So what he does, he goes to long throw. And I'm just like, attack. And I'm just like, come on, Hydro Kick. Hit that Hydro Kick. So I get it. I get knocked out. So I'm like, oh, I'll devolve, stay there. And then he gets sent back to the PC. And it's my turn again because of his 170 move. And I was just like, I called it that it was going to happen like that. And as long as it didn't hit Sunsteel Strike, I was like, if it hits his 170, I get knocked out. It's my turn again. He gets sent to the bench. And I was like, man, that was a big opponent's error for having him on goal. He should have went for like Moonbeam Face on goal or something like that. Just that Super Necrozma Leo, Duskmane, is not a great goalie, especially because of that move. But if you want to see all those kind of games live, I was just doing that kind of stuff all day, well, for all day, 3 hours. And that was nuts. But it's also why The first game just should not have happened. That should have been my opponent's game. But the Z move on the Absol into the dodge to put myself up by the goal, to have even a shot at that, and had what, 3 attempts? My opponent shouldn't have let me get to my second attempt, but wow. Wow. I'll take it. And even you got to put yourself into those positions. Never give up. Put yourself in those positions to make things like that happen. And think about little ways things can happen. But that I felt bad. I felt bad doing it after that. So let me know what you guys think. Were you guys there for the stream? Did you watch it live? What do you guys think about people who play like that? I mean, personally myself, I don't like it. I think it's doing things with such low odds and then having them pull off is just, it's crazy. Kind of cool because it's so low odds to do it, but I don't like it when people just play to low odds at the slim chance of winning and then they get it. I don't think that is cool. Anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and be prepared for some proper videos hitting your guys' ways. Your guys' ways. Let me speak properly. I gotta go help my boy, and we'll see you soon.